Hi dear students, now we shall start the new chapter, that is statistics. So in your earlier class you have studied this chapter. In that one you studied the terms mean, mode and that is median. So here so there are two types. We have to discuss all these three terms for a grouped data and ungrouped data. What is that? Ungrouped data and grouped data. So in our earlier class you have studied all these terms only for ungrouped data. So this year we will study for these three terms for what? For grouped data. So let us discuss how they will be, grouped data and ungrouped data. So let us see the definitions of terms. Mean. So we will discuss these terms. I will explain these terms for ungrouped data only first. So ungrouped data, how they will be. If suppose there are there is one student is getting marks in all 6 subjects out of 100. I will write it. So what is that? 90, 85, 70, 60. So this is 95 like this. 2, 4, 5 and one more I will write 50. So these are the marks of a student in all 6 subjects. So they given only one that is one observation they have given. It means it is the marks of one student. They have not given here the frequency. So frequency is not given. It means only one column they have given. So it is ungrouped data. So in this one I have to find the mean. You know already. So it mean is nothing but sum of all these observations divided by number of observations. So that is the definition. Mean or average, both are same. So of a number of observations is the sum of values of all observations. So means sum of all these values divided by total number of observations. How many observations are there? 6 observations. So symbolically we can write like this. X bar. Okay, mean it is. Sum of xi. Xi is nothing but all these. This is x1, x2, x3, like this. x4, x5 and this as x6. So here n is equal to how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 are there. So sum of all these divided by 6. So that will give us the mean of this ungrouped data. So what is the mean? It is sum of the observations divided by total number of observations. Sum of the values of observations divided by total number of observations. We know already this one. Then I will come for mode is mode. It is nothing but that value of observation which occurs most frequently. I am discussing these terms only for ungrouped data, not grouped data. Okay. So most frequently it means highest value in the given data. So that is what mode it is. So what is the highest value in this one? So highest value in this one is 95. So that is most sorry, I did mistake. It is not the highest value. Most frequently is nothing but maximum number of times appeared. So I will write one more. So 90 I will take. Okay. So you observe all these. So 90 marks 2 times appear. Okay, 2 times. So instead of 95 I will take one more 90. Leave this. In 6 subjects, 2 subjects are 90. So mode of this data is 90 because so these 90 appeared twice. Means in 2 subjects, so 90 marks will be there. So most frequently is nothing but maximum number of times appear. If suppose one more 90 is there, one more 90. So we will take this as 85 and this also 85. See, 3 90s are there, 2 85s are there. So leave 2 85s, concentrate on 3 90s. So most frequently occurred is 90. Therefore, mode of this data is again 90. Okay. So most frequency means maximum number of times appeared. That is all about mode. We know already this. Next, median. So median is the value of given number of observation which divides it into exactly 2 parts. So we arrange the given data in ascending or descending order. Okay, we have to arrange first. So how we can, I will arrange this. I will take here some observations. 70, 75, 65, 30, 45, like this. One more 85. So to find the median of this one, I have to arrange them in ascending or descending. I will arrange them in ascending order first. 30, 45, 65, 70, 75, 85. Am I right? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. To find the median, there are two special cases. What is that? The number of observations are odd. If number of observations are odd, how we can find the median? That is n plus 1 by 2th observation is the median. N plus 1 by 2th observation means, so here n is odd here. 2, 4, 6. Sorry, not odd, it is even. I will take one more here, 90. Okay. So odd are there. Odd observation they are given. I arranged them in ascending order. I am going to find median. So n means odd number of observations given. We can find the median by applying this formula, that is n plus 1 by 2th observation. Means here n is equal to 7. Substitute n in place of n equals 7. 7 plus 1 8. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. Fourth observation is the median. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here in this case, fourth observation is the median. That is 70 is the median of this given data. That is when n is odd. If suppose n is even, how we can find it? So that is the mean of n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation. It means divided by 2. N by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1. N by 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So I will take here as n even. 2, 4, 6. I will leave 90. I arranged them in ascending or descending order. That is very important. First, substitute n is equal to what here? 6. 6 divided by 2. That is how much? 3. So third observation is 1, 2, 3, 65. 65 plus. Next, n equal to where is 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Fourth observation, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 70 divided by 2. So you calculate this. So that will be the median when n is even. When number of observations are even. Okay. So already we know, we studied all this. How we can find median? So median means it divides the given observations into exactly two parts. So there are two special cases. N is odd, and if n is odd and n is even. N is odd, how we can find median? That is n plus 1 by 2th observation is the median. If n is even, it is the mean of, divided by 2 that means mean, it is mean of n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation. Understood? This is all about mean, mode, median. So that too for ungrouped data only. I discussed up to now for ungrouped data. Okay. So better you can write all these. Now we shall discuss these terms for grouped data. Yes. Now we shall discuss those three terms: mean, median, and mode for grouped data. Okay. In grouped data, again there are two types. Those are discrete frequency distribution. What is that? Discrete frequency distribution. And one more is continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. So by solving number of problems, you will come to know the difference between those discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. So now let us study the mean for grouped data only. Okay. So that is, we will discuss mean, the concept of mean for grouped data. So now here, to calculate the mean for grouped data, that too for discrete frequency distribution or continuous frequency distribution, there are three methods. to calculating mean for grouped data. First one is direct method. Second one is assumed mean method. Third one is a step deviation method. Now for your syllabus those three methods are there, but the step deviation method and assumed mean method, they may exclude it from your syllabus. So let us concentrate more on direct method only. I will explain that those steps means those methods also. I will explain them. But so maximum you concentrate on direct method only. Okay. Now, so here I have taken this table from example number 1. I will explain all the three terms, mean, median and mode, by solving the number of examples. So solving the examples, you will get idea. Okay. Then automatically you can solve exercise from by yourself only. Okay. No problem at all. But you see any one example carefully. Okay. Now, first one is to calculating the mean by direct method I am following. That is example number 1 I have taken. What is that? The marks obtained by 30 students of class 10th of a certain school in mathematics paper consisting of 100 marks are presented in a table below. So these are the marks of students. So there are 30 students are there. Okay. So am I right? These are the marks of the students and these are number of students. Means 10 marks how many students got? Only 1. 20 marks 1. 36 marks how many students got? 3. 40 marks 4 students have got. 50 marks 3 students. 56 marks 2 students. Sum of all these will give us 30. Means in a class there are 30 students are there. Okay. So these are the marks for 100. Okay. Total maximum marks is what? 100. Now we have to calculate the mean by direct method. So already I said you, for grouped data there are two types. First one is discrete frequency distribution and another one is continuous frequency distribution. So this is what a discrete frequency distribution. Okay. So you will come to know after seeing the continuous frequency distribution table. So you can judge the difference between discrete and continuous. Okay. So now you can keep in our mind is that, so this type of table will be the discrete frequency distribution. Now I am going to find the mean for this. So mean is nothing but what? Sum of the observation divided by number of observations. So now for direct method, for ungrouped data, what is the formula? Sum of xi, I is equal to 1 to n divided by n. That is for ungrouped data. Now for grouped data, this is the formula. This formula x bar mean, x bar is equal to sum of I equal to 1 to n fi xi divided by sum I equal to 1 to n fi. So this is a formula to finding mean by direct method. You write this formula here first. Okay. So before only you write. After putting the heading, here you can write that x bar mean x bar is equal to mean x bar is equal to what is that? Sum I equals to 1 to n fi xi divided by sum of fi. That is I equals to 1 to n. You write this formula here. Okay. Then after you take example number 1. So example number 1. After writing this heading, take the formula. Then you can take example number 1. That example number 1 from the textbook you can write. Okay. Now I am going to solve this example. Means I am going to find the mean for this question by applying direct method only. Okay. So that to find the mean by direct method, we know this formula. Now let us write the table. That is what? Marks obtained, xi they have given, xi. So 10, 20, 36, 40, 40, 50, 56, 60, 70, 72, 80, 88, 92, 95. 95. This is what? XI. Marks obtained. Then one more. Frequency they have given. Fi is nothing but what? It is frequency. So frequency 1, 1, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Now let us draw the table for this. Now this is given data only written. I am going to find what? Mean, x bar. So to find this mean, I need this term, that is what? Fi xi. Sum of Fi xi. So means I have to find Fi into xi. Fi into xi means multiply these two. 10 into 1 it is 10. 20 into 1 20. 36 into 3. 6 3s are 18. 9 plus 1 108. This is 160. Like this. 0 5 3s are 15. 62 12. 5 2s are 10 11. So by seeing only I will write this. By seeing that example, you can multiply yourself. Directly I will write them. So what is that? Fi xi 10 20 108 160 150 112 240 280 240, then 280, multiply, that is nothing but what? It is a multiplication only. 72, that is then 80, 176, 176, okay, then 276, 95, okay. Now here I written I got Fi xi. Now I want sum of Fi xi, means by adding all these Fi xi I will get 1779. This is 1779. You can add all these. So this is the numerator. Sum I equals to 1 to n. Summation it is. Summation is but add of all these. Then divided by sum of Fi, means sum of all these. So Fi here are taken as what? Number of students. How many students are there? 30 students. So this is what? 30. Okay. Now we can find the mean of the given data by taking the formula. That too by direct method. So now here I will write sum of Fi I equals to 1 to n. In place of n you can take it as what? Number of observations 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. You can write 13 also here, no problem at all. Generally I will write n. So it means number of observations, small n. So sum of Fi is how much? 30. Now sum of I equals to 1 to n Fi into xi. How much it is? 1779. 1779. Now I want to find what? Mean. That too by direct method. Mean x bar is equal to, let us write the formula. Sum of I equals to 1 to n Fi xi divided by sum of I equals to 1 to n Fi. Now 1779 divided by 30. Okay, divide this. So final answer will write. So divide by yourself. And that answer will be, directly I will write, that is 59.3. So this is 59.3. So this is what? It is the mean of the grouped data, that too by discrete frequency table they have given, discrete frequency distribution they have given. So by applying direct method, I got the mean as 59.3. This is example number 1. Okay. First you write direct heading, direct method. In that one you can write mean formula. Then you write example number 1. So you write that question, example number 1. So after writing the question, you draw the table. You know already. So these two are given. Fi xi means multiplication of these two fi and xi column, we'll get this. So then substitute these values in the given formula. Then we'll get the mean as 59.3. Okay. This is how we can find the mean by direct method. That too for discrete frequency distribution. Now I will find the mean that again by direct method for continuous frequency distribution. Okay. I will take one more example. That the second example, I think it is continuous frequency distribution is there. See example number 2. So example number 2. Example number 2. Activity. Yes, example number 2. They are given a continuous. How we can say it is continuous? They are given the range. See here, class interval they are given. If they are given class interval, it is continuous. They are not given here class intervals, so it is a discrete. That is the difference. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss the mean by direct method for continuous frequency distribution. This is very easy. Okay. So by solving number of problems, we will get in the table last two values which are not visible to you. So I written like this. Okay. So by seeing that example number 1, you will get idea. So that is 3 into 92, 276, 1 into 95, that is 95. Sum of all these values 1779 I written. Sum of all these values 30.